Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate with your own current life experiences. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, the month of February brings with it this understanding that there needs to be like fast decisions made, fast adaptations to the flow as well made. I see you like needing to consistently be fast or quick on your reactions, and that at times can feel very upsetting for some of you, like you constantly feeling like you are on the go and not being able to properly or appropriately process what's going on. I see like you feel like you have a lack of depth, or you are out of your depth in a situation in particular that you've maybe decided upon impulsively, or you decided upon by someone else's impulsivity, right? And like I see many of you second guessing new beginnings. What led you to a new start or a new beginning? So maybe some of you initiated a relationship quite fast before you actually were ready, or you knew the person you were dealing with appropriately. Or you just leaped into a work opportunity, or you leaped into doing something again that felt very fast. And now I see you reflecting in February about this. What led you to start something? Some of you I see both a start in relationships or a start of a new cycle in a relationship, or also something to deal with family. So maybe starting a family, maybe because you were pressured. I see a situation where some of you Aries were pressured to start something with a partner because that's what he or she wanted and not necessarily what you wanted, right? But you were not thinking through what this inciting of an idea was. Some of you Aries are becoming a little bit mindful of a slight manipulation energy that might have happened here. It could be from a partner. It could be from as well a family member. It could also be your children doing this to you. Or someone that feels like a prominent figure in a work situation, or a prominent figure in a learning situation, like a mentor, teacher, coach, guide, boss. It's someone that feels to be the one calling the shots, or teaching you, guiding you, again, motivating you to do something. And now you're like, in February, I just see you questioning if this is your idea, or if this is like something that was planted in your mind to do. This is for some. For others, there's an actual person showing up in February presenting to you this invitation for a new opportunity. And you're just wondering if you want to be part of it or not. Some of you could be like feeling like you are at a crossroads right now, where you need to make choices that could either get you closer to someone or drift you apart from someone. And that is causing tension, because your individual goals, again, could be a little bit different from the goals of someone you care about. And the compromising could be something you don't know if it's possible, or you don't know if you want to do, or you don't know if the person you are linked with would be able to do. Others of you, it's because you have family, and so you are like torn between the family expectations or needs or requirements, especially if you are a parent, versus, again, your individual journey. You could feel like children are a source of burdens or delays right now in your own drive to pursue something meaningful for your soul, for your purpose, for your growth, for your evolution. It could be that you feel, for those of you that are parents, you could feel like you've went, like you were either a parent too early on, or you were like too immature or too reckless when it came to your ideas around family or children. And now you're like, I don't want to say regretting having children too early, because I do see a very special connection with children here, but you're just like, reviewing your life, and I see you regretting not being cautious or not being more thoughtful, or not planning things appropriately when it came to this desire, for example, to have a family or to have children, right? Or if you feel like you got into a relationship too fast, too quickly, and now you're starting to see the differences between you and a partner, right? It's like you're wondering if you would been more moderate and more cautious and actually went through the proper stages of getting to know someone, if you would actually be in a relationship with the person you are in right now. Or the same thing related to job opportunity. Maybe you jumped to take an opportunity connected to work, but now you're seeing that maybe it's not necessarily it. What I see here for many of you is just you're now wondering a lot of things about your life path, life trajectory, and yet at the same time feeling torn. You're not as certain what's the right thing, but I see you being more attracted to a new path or a new possibility during February, which means that you are actively trying to clear up the path or the obstacles in the path that could be keeping you or preventing you from connecting with something new, something fresh. So if what you desire is a new cycle in relationships, or a new cycle with family life, or a new cycle with work, I see you really like trying to see what you can do on your part to bring that to your reality, but this time with more caution. The biggest thing is that I see you like considering past mistakes, taking them as life lessons, and now not wanting to repeat the same mistakes again. So you're taking your time because you are attracted to a new experience. There's something new, exciting calling to you, but you don't want to repeat a past mistake, so you're taking your time with this. And it's something that feels very special to you. So this can be like a dream job, a dream career, wanting to make a dream come true, connected to something that, ignites your soul, even your inner child. It's something very bright, very spontaneous, something that makes you feel very happy, very, very happy. But you want to be cautious. You do want to take things a little slower. And on the other side of this new energy or this new opportunity, there could be someone, again, pressuring you or pressing you into doing something quickly or quicker. So again, there's this funny way in which you now could be the one wanting to be calm or wanting to be more cautious, and then you're attracting a person still pressuring you. I see life, universe, spirituality, kind of like testing you now in the form of another human being, acting in a way where maybe you acted in the past. Or you're learning a lot about your own impulsive, reckless nature through this mirroring of that you're finding in someone else's energy. I see you could be dealing with someone very similar to you in terms of this ambitious, courageous, impulsive, desiring nature. You're very eager to make things happen, but not considerate of everything involved. And so there's someone very similar to you in this way. Some of you, this is a love partner. For others of you, again, it's someone you're working with, or a teacher of kinds, or someone like you look up to, like a mentor. It's a high motivation. It's a person that has like a high drive and a high motivation, right? And this is like what is connecting you with this person in such a good way. But I feel like you could be persuaded by someone's energy, like intoxicated by someone's energy so much that you end up losing sight of what is this person's idea and energy and what is yours. Either way, I see you, like, if you are single, I see you like attracting a new lover very soon. And it's a new love that comes with a lot of excitement, and it comes with a person that, again, shares a lot of similarities to you, so much so that, again, you and this person can start a relationship very, very fast, and also potentially start a family very, very fast, because you also have here the child card. For others of you that you are already in a relationship, I feel like one of the things happening here is that you could want to take the relationship into the next step, like living together or having a child, and your other partner, this other person, could be more focused on their career or personal goals. And so again, there's a compromise that's required. For others, it's you not feeling ready for something, and your partner is very ready for that. So, and you could be like younger than your partner, or your partner younger than you. And there's this thing about the age gap being an important issue when it comes to that readiness to leave certain things. And I feel like it has a lot to deal with either marriage, living together, or having a family together, where those differences could be felt. So I see many of you having like a hard time understanding the way forward with the partnership because of these differences. But I also see like many of you are inclined to just go for it, which can be something that is being called for you to pay attention, in terms of knowing always, even if you like, okay, you're not absolutely sure and you just want to go, and you're going to go for it, not overthink it and take the risk, that's fine. But know that why you're doing things from your heart, even if it ends up not being the best thing, or if there's a negative outcome in the end, doesn't matter, but know why you're doing it. Because I feel like down the line, there could be situations where you're going to question yourself, why you accepted or why you done something if it was not what you wanted to begin with. And we're going to have Saturn and Neptune entering your sign Aries. So you are under this very cosmic, like the spotlight is on you when it comes to lessons of discernment and responsibility, with Neptune and Saturn representing such big themes and such different spiritual themes. So don't take life changes or life decisions that affect your life-changing decisions lightly, because there's going to be definitely consequences coming through that down the line. Others of you that this is going to be about career, I see you wanting to find a more soul-aligned kind of career activity. I see you very much in need to feel like your soul resonates with the type of work you're doing. And you could be entering a phase as well down this year of 2026 where you're going to be very inclined perhaps to start something new. For some of you Aries, even something out of line with what you've studied for. So it could be work field that you've never worked in before, or you never thought of working in. And for some, it has to deal with your spiritual purpose. And for some of you, it has to deal with working with social services, working with children, teaching, or something that used to be a part of your childlike spirit or childlike activities, something that you used to have fun doing when you were a child, or a gift and a talent you always had in you since childhood, but you've disconnected from for any reason. So Aries, I hope you have a wonderful month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.